Well, today I'm going to do a quick introduction to a kit that you guys have seen for the last 6-7 years I've been doing this. The kit has changed a little bit as time has gone on, but this is my concert tom kit presently. Pearl fiberglass concert toms, a Gretsch 22-inch 14 by 22 bass drum. Today I've got a Ludwig Black Beauty snare drum. A host of Paiste cymbals here. The thing I wanted to say is I see a lot of guys, they put up their concert tom kits, so people love concert toms. I play a lot of covers with the concert toms. Now, this particular kit has been a mixture of white, believe it or not, white or just plain old fiberglass concert toms that I've picked up over the last 15 years. Started with my friend Dan at DMR Drums, traded two Paiste 602, Formula 602s, a 20 and a 19, crash rides to him, and he gave me a 13, 14, 15, 16, that's for Jeff, my friend Jeff, 13, 14, 15, 16 concert tom. They came with stands, and he also gave me a 10-inch, 6.5 by 10-inch tom with a rims mount, by the way, because it did not have a stand. I went out and found another 8 and a 10 for $40 that was white, matched the other white ones. The problem was the white wrap was falling off. And after about a year of playing with white concert toms and the wrap falling off and ripped, I thought, let me pull on it and see what happens. When I pulled on the wrap, it came off very easily. And then all of a sudden I had these nice natural fiberglass toms. Now I actually did a session in Nashville. I did a recording session in 1987 with a band called Saved by Grace, where I played a set of fiberglass Pearl toms. They were power toms, they were double-headed toms. Apparently, and this is the story, I heard it was Dennis Holt's drum kit, but I think Dennis Holt was borrowing it from Larry London. And I've since heard a story about Larry London having a set of, this was out in Nashville, I think a Forks Drum Closet discussion about some of the drummers that used to go to Forks. And there was a discussion with these famous session drummers in town, and they talked about Larry London's Pearl fiberglass kit that he ripped the covering off of, and it was at Hummingbird Studios, and that happened to be where I did the session. So I think it traces back to Dennis Holtz and Larry London. But I saw that and I said, why can't I just take the wrap off? So I did. When I took the wrap off, the drums became more valuable to me because they seemed to have the right color to me, and they seemed to work well with this bass drum I had, which is a Gretsch bass drum that's had the covering ripped off. My friend Scott Hazen redid it. He drilled some extra holes in it. I've drilled many extra holes in it. I didn't have enough Gretsch lugs. He didn't have enough Gretsch lugs. I had some Pearl lugs on it. It was mismatched. I found a set of Ludwigs that fit the holes. So now it's got Ludwig lugs on it. But it is a Gretsch 22-inch bass drum, and it sounds like a Gretsch 22-inch bass drum. So I had two 10s, an 8, a 13, 14, 15, 16. About a year and a half ago, I picked up another 8x10 and an 8x12, which was in the fiberglass concert toms, and they look like fiberglass, for $85. So now I have 3 10s, an 8, 3 10s, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I also have a Pearl, a Tama Octobon that is a 6x11, and it's black and it mismatched. And I am now on a quest to find a 5.5x6 Pearl fiberglass concert tom, so I can have the 6-inch tom that goes with it. I've even put a phone call into the new Blamire shells, Jenkins, I forget what the first name of the company is, but I even sent an email to them saying, hey, can you make me a 6-inch concert tom to go with this kit? So I don't know what's going to happen, but I am on a quest to find a 6-inch concert tom now. Now, these drums today have Primo ambassador heads on it. Sometimes they've had pinstripe heads on it. Sometimes they've had clear emperors on it. Today it's clear ambassadors. They seem to sound pretty cool with the clear ambassadors. They sound great with the clear pinstripes. They've sounded fine with the clear emperors. I think they're a little heavy. I've even had white emperors on it. I'm thinking about putting white ambassadors on these drums. I don't foresee ever painting them. At one point in time, this is the project, and this is when I bought it for my friend Dan, was to turn this into a Steve Gadd kit with a double-headed 6.5 by 10, a double-headed 12, a double-headed 13, a double-headed 14, double-headed 15 and 16, and making it that Gadd setup, 10, 12, 13, 14, 10, 12, 14, 16, 10, 12, 13, 15, whatever I wanted to do. The 8 was never really, I never thought of an 8 with 2 heads on it. I have an 8 with 2 heads. It's not a drum I go to very often. I kind of like it as a concert tom. But since I've pulled the covering off, these drums are now officially concert toms. They're always going to stay concert toms. I don't foresee painting them. I don't see the need to paint them. And if I can find any color covered 6-inch fiberglass Pearl 70s concert tom, I would buy it and put it on. Now, I do have this thing about price, which many of you know about, so I don't really want to spend a ton of money on it, but I'm willing to spend more money than I used to be to finish this kit. So that's where I'm at with this drum kit. Today, it's a mismatch of hardware, of course, Paiste cymbals galore. Usually this kit has 2002s on it. Today I just switched it over to the Giant Beats, 1820 Giant Beat, 20-inch 505 Danny Gottlieb, and the 2002 22-inch Ride, and the PSTX, which I haven't done for any covers, and my special sauce Sound Edge hi-hats, which is a Paiste 505 bottom, medium bottom, over a 2000 regular Sound Edge bottom, and my Black Beauty, the 5 by 14 Black Beauty. So I'm going to give you a little taste of the concert toms, and then we're going to go out. But if you have any questions, any thoughts, a line on a 5.5 by 6 concert tom, let me know. I almost had one. I had somebody that was offering it to me, but then he rethought. So I don't blame him. I don't blame anybody for having what they have for a kit. I mean, 6 is not a very popular tom, but Hal had one. So having the 8 toms is really cool. Now, the only other thing I'd like to add to this kit is a fiberglass floor tom, which would be either a 16 by 16, 14 by 14, and a 16 by 18. The 14 by 14 were representative of Danny Seraphine's concert tom kit. 16 by 18 would be the traditional floor tom that would go with the concert tom kit, and a 16 by 16 is just, well, 16 by 16, and it would work. So having a floor tom would be nice with, 6 concert toms around it of any sizes. The other thing you must need to understand and know is that I put these concert toms, the ones I move around the most, the 10, the 12, the 13, the 14, the 15, and the 16, on rims mounts to make mounting much easier. These clip mounts that they come with, I have 2 of. Believe it or not, the clip mounts are not very versatile and not very cool for mounting all over the place. But for a 6 and an 8, they're perfect. You can put them over here, and they just stay in the right spot. They're fine. I would never put rims mounts on an 8 and a 6. Doesn't make sense. I don't even think they make one for a 6. They might make one for an 8, but it doesn't make sense to me. So rims mounts for the other toms using Pearl 7/8 hardware, it just works. And it makes the kit very cool to set up. This is one of my stranger setups. This was inspired by one of my subs, Jeff, who follows me. So Jeff, thanks for the inspiration. Here's the kit. I'll play it out, and thanks for watching this little update on my concert tom kit.